Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Ian Does Dip, a show where I'm going to be reviewing different types of chip dips um, with different types of chips, depending on what I have. So today's first dip that we're going to be trying is Sabra Roasted Garlic Hummus, the official dip sponsor of the NFL. We open it up. We got this middle section that looks like, I guess that's just what roasted garlic looks like, but I don't know what the red specks are. Red bell peppers. I've never really been a fan of the central parts of the Sabra dishes. I feel like they should all just be mixed in like before the fact, because I'm buying this for hummus. I'm not buying this for some other dip that's in the middle. Sabra, if you're listening, easy way to improve your product, just mix it up. Anyway, I'm going to be using wheat thins. These are reduced fat, 100% whole grain wheat thins. Honestly, a chip is a chip. I feel like, some chips like the Tostitos lime chip, that one adds some flavor, but for the most part, you're not just eating straight chips. You're always just like using like these things to put something else delicious on it. So why would you really want like something to take away from the flavor? I guess Ritz's are buttery. So first things first, I'm going to dip in the outer section, which I'm not even sure has flavoring in it pre-mixing this. We'll find out. Yeah, there's definitely garlic in there. So even though they have this glob of garlic here, the rest of it still has garlic in it, which is kind of misleading. Again, why wouldn't they just... Anyway, now I'm gonna do a taste of the little center bit by itself. We'll see how that tastes. No high hopes. It's just straight. Honestly, I don't even want to do that. That's just straight garlic. Wasn't as strong of a garlic flavor as I was expecting. I mean, the outer section almost tastes just as garlicky as that inner section. It's it's good. It's garlic hummus. I guess I'm not that much of like a hummus connoisseur. Um, some hummus does taste better than others, but at the end of the day, hummus tastes good. So this tastes good. I'd give it 4 stars. I'm gonna give it 3.75 stars. What is that out of 100? 75%. Guys, I initially graded Sabra 75% out of 100, or out of any number. But I'm going to have to knock it down because Sabra is the official dip sponsor of the NFL, and they have these tailgating sweepstakes. They're listed on the back here. for November 15th, 2014. It's late January 2015. This is so misleading. What if the only reason I chose this over another dip is because of my chances in the NFL sweepstakes? Ultimate tailgating. It's wrongful advertising. Honestly, if your product stays good this long, don't advertise for things that are close in the future. You know? So initially this was graded as 75%, but I'm going to have to go down to 72%. I just did a lot of thinking about the grade that I assigned this. It was a 72%. And I just feel like that's a bit harsh because this is the first review, so everything I review after this has to be on the same scale as this. So if I'm like wrong on this one, it could set me off course for all of them. So, I had to think 72% is a little bit low. This is a good hummus. Sabra's the hummus brand. I mean, you can make your own, which is also good. You can, not that I've done that, but I know people who have. And there's other brands I'm sure that someone could name, and I'd be like, oh yeah, that's hummus. But Sabra is the brand, and it's for a good reason. They make a good product. So I'm gonna bump my 72 up to an 80. Well, that about wraps up the first episode of Ian Does Dip, and I hope you all enjoyed it. If you don't mind, I'm gonna dig in some more.